What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 304 of D&E Takeover. We are back. We are back better than ever on this lovely Monday morning. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans that have served
Woo!
the country. Thank you for your service and enjoy the day. You know, fantastic day. Eric, how are you doing today on this lovely Veterans Day?
I'm doing great, man. Had a really productive day today. Had a
Did
really
you?
good productive day today. You know what I'm saying? We we,
It's nice
we
to work
start
for
off the
corporate, right? You get the day off, right? Nice, right?
yeah,
Who
man.
would have thought?
We had a little Veterans Day off. Felt good, man. Got to regroup, like kind of like resituate my life. But like generally though, had a good day though. Nothing crazy. Generally just chilled out.
That's
No,
good.
like got stuff done. What about you? How was your day?
Yeah. uh,
I
uh, I had school
had to do it.
today.
I had to do it to him. I had to
I
do it to
I
him.
had school today. My school said F this, F
Exactly.
that. They said veterans? Nah, we don't really support them. That's literally what they saying by us having school. It's ridiculous. Why does everyone else have school, everything off, but we got to go in? How does that make sense? And we end at the same time as everyone else.
I don't know what to say. I don't know,
Guys,
bro.
it's gay. It's dumb.
Ah, oh man, bro. But listen, we in episode. What episode is it? I forget. 304.
304.
Wow.
Honestly, I feel like
304
we've been at
episodes.
304 for the last like 10 episodes.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what's going on. But hey, bro, we are here and we are ready to talk sports like we always do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. I'm pretty sure Dave is excited. And I want to go straight into it, man. I just want to dive straight into it. Monday Night Football, Rams versus Dolphins. I mean, not a toilet bowl, more like a game where it's like kind of like it's weird because one team is kind of trying to fight their way back into a playoff spot when in reality I just think it's dead. And then the other team is just kind of like there. Like they don't know whether they want to be good or bad, like injury issues. But it might produce a good football game. You know what I mean? We still might get a good football game. So how are we feeling about this Monday Night Football game?
It
David?
might be one of those dumb things where it's just like either highly scored, both teams
Mhm.
just going after each other, offense producing explosive plays, or maybe one of those things where it's like no one wants to score. I feel like there's no in between. It's not gonna be like a good game. It's gonna be like either amazing game or like just a boring game that no one wants to watch. Overall, you look at the Dolphins; they're sitting at 2-6. Not really much to really talk about them. They had Tua coming back last week. I think this is his second game back after having that massive scrambled eggs concussion,
Yeah.
15th time that he's had in his career. Overall, I don't know what to expect. Like even like looking at it in the standpoint where like you're trying to like really break down who's going to win. It's hard to really even look at it because I don't know how good Tua is. I still don't believe in him, and not
Mm.
not in terms of his talent wise. I know he can get it done. I just don't know he's fully there mentally and physically. Like I don't think he's fully 100% healthy. And I'm always scared as if he gets another hit or if he
I'm
gets
listening. I'm
hurt,
listening.
it's going to be so quickly that it's going to be like, oh, the Miami Dolphins can be good and they can have momentum. But all it takes is one more injury and he's out because it's the amount of times he's got a concussion is probably like up to like 8 already. So overall, we look at it. I don't really know what to put the Miami Dolphins. They look like one of those teams that are not going to make the playoffs. You're already sitting at a record of 2-6, not really looking too good. And plus their record says otherwise. I think they lose this game at San Francisco, at LA. I think they lose this game to the Rams. I think the Rams are starting to find their form. They got Cooper Cup back 2 weeks ago. This is his third game since coming back from injury. Puka's back. They have everybody offensively that they need. Defense has kind of been a struggle this year, especially with Aaron Donald, not since he retired, them not really having that big pass rush that they've had in the past. But overall, this team is better than the Miami Dolphins, in my opinion. I think Matthew Stafford still has his stuff. He got everyone back, and I think they win this game to go 5-4. Damn, I
You,
rambled on down. Jeez.
no, that was awesome. That was actually great. And the reason I apologize for not giving you eye contact. The reason I was doing that because I was looking up the standings and the teams that they versed, and just to piggyback off of the records or not the records, their records that you was talking about, 2-6 on the Dolphins and 4-4 on the Los Angeles Rams. The Dolphins, as much as like this is still the season's kind of over them. We can kind of agree on that point, right? It's going to take a Herculean effort to push themselves back into the playoff picture, and let alone it's pretty safe to say that the division is kind of lost already. The Buffalo Bills are 8-2. It's gone 4 games behind. But being the fact 8 games played, was it 17-week season? So how many games left of that is? Give me the quick math, David. 7? No.
It's an 18 week, so 7 games
18
left.
week. So 7 games left. You look at the Dolphins, if they win out, right? I mean, you're looking at 9-6, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's even then, that's not really a great record to look at. Overall, yeah,
10-6.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what's going on here? You said, wait, 10-6.
No, 11-6. Jeez, we're just adding one. We're adding a number every time.
Sorry, what's it called? 11-6. You said 18 weeks. Can't do math, ladies and gentlemen. That just shows you how much college is worth it. No, I'm kidding. But 11-6. That's actually a really good record. But we all know that's probably not going to end up happening. Overall,
you look at it. They lose today. They're already going to lose. They versus the Raiders. That could be a victory. Versus Patriots, that could be a victory. But then they versus the Packers, Jets. I don't know what the hell's going on. Texans, 49ers, Browns. There's not going to be a lot of wins in that category.
They have to be able to get the wins done. But I will say tonight, if they do win, they are bottom of the barrel right now. But they are winning in the fact of like within their division, other than the Buffalo Bills. They did beat the Patriots the first time they versed each other, so they'll go up into the third position in their division. But I don't know if they'll go over the Jets. They might, because in the division, yeah, they'll probably go over the Jets as well. They'll all be 3-7, and at that point, you're looking to possibly. I think they might be the favorite to get the wild card from that division, but I don't think they're going to get the wild card out of the whole entire conference. So it's still.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
It's all about health, and the fact is, at the beginning of the season, we basically had this Miami team making the playoffs, or at least being in a wild card position. And now you look at their overall health. It's hard when you've seen them do terrible without a quarterback. Like you've seen Skylar Thompson go in. They've been butt cheeks. You've seen, what was his name? Oh my God.
Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens guy.
You think I would know his name? Backup. Played the playoff game. Tyler Huntley.
Thank you. You've seen Tyler Huntley go in. He hasn't been really that good. Overall, you're really looking at it, and I think Miami's just they lose 1 or 2 games. If someone gets injured, their playoff chances are very, very unlikely, in my opinion.
Yeah, but to speak on the other side of the ball, I feel like this is still a big game for the Rams, regardless, because they're very we've kind of seen the Rams. They've been very in and out of form the entire year. Again, like you said, injuries. There's been a lot of injuries to a lot of star players in almost every department of every single team. But for the Rams, this is a big game because if they do win this game, they should bounce over the San Francisco 49ers in their division because they beat them the first time they see them. And that also puts them right in the 8th seed. Granted, the 7th seed is the 6-3 Packers, but that still is only a game behind, and it really is still anyone's game to play. And for the Rams season right now, if I could look, can we pull up the Rams schedule really quick?
The Rams are versing Dolphins this week, Patriots next week, Eagles, Saints, Bills, 49ers, Jets, Cardinals, and then Seahawks.
There's a lot of winnable games, and if there's not a lot and if there's some games are very difficult. Like you could obviously say the Bills is a very difficult game. The Eagles might be a difficult game for them as well. But overall, you can kind of get a win streak and a momentum boost going right now. Right now, they're on the Rams are actually cooking right now. Hold on. They're on a 3-game win streak, right? They beat the Raiders, then beat the Vikings, and beat the Seahawks. If you get a 4-game win streak going right here, then you go on, take on the Patriots, get a W from them, and then you got the Eagles. At least you're going to give the Eagles a run for their money. You've been playing great football. You're going to feel good. It gives you a better chance of beating the bigger teams when it gets to there. So I feel like for tonight, like you said, I know we're going to go into our picks, but I will go with the Rams. I think there's more on the line for them, more to play for, and I believe they're home as well. So that being said, there's no reason the Rams should lose this game. But
I don't know. I really don't think this Rams team's really that bad. I think they actually are a decent team, and they have shown it in the last couple of games. I think once they have everyone back, it's really going to start showing that this team is a playoff team. and I think it's really what we gotta look at going forward.
I cannot stand when people text me while I'm on the podcast. I don't understand. But what's it called? Going into it, I'd like to jump into something that we haven't really done too much in a long time, which is not only do we predict who's gonna win the game or the games, I should say. We also normally predict what's the score line. We do a little X factor. You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember this, David. We used to
The
jump into
X
a little X
factor,
factors, man.
the X
And
factors.
granted, I know you and me have both not had the most time to like really sit down and indulge in games as we normally used to. And but overall,
The
just
good
by a
old days.
quick glance, if you can, right? Who do you have winning? Which you kind of already said, but who do you have winning? If you could give us maybe at least what differential, maybe not a score, but and then also your big X factor. Who's the number one guy that's gonna basically turn everything around for the other team? I'm gonna do the same thing
Well,
as
Rams winning 28-17.
well. 17. Okay. 28-17.
17. 28-17. Hey. Anyway, I have the Rams winning this one.
No, it's 17-30.
I know what it was. Overall,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
Matt Stafford's gonna have like a 2 touchdown plus performance passing the game. I think Cooper Cup, he's gonna get Cooper Cup involved. He's gonna get Puka. I think either one of those two wide receivers is gonna be the X factor in this game because we've seen one of them go off in the last couple of games. Cooper Cup last game had 10 receptions for like 140 plus yards. He went off. So I'm expecting the same type of production out of him. Either or, because we know that the Dolphins do have Jalen Ramsey on the other end, who's going to be guarding the number one. And if he keeps the number one open, that means the number two is going to be open. And guess who else is the number two? It's either Puka or Cooper, because either one of those guys can be one, or they're number ones in this league. So it doesn't matter who they have. Matthew Stafford will always have a safe option of throwing the football because he knows he has one of those guys winning their matchups. So I think that's an X factor. I think having those two guys being your number ones can really break down a defense, especially when there's only one superstar cornerback in Jalen Ramsey guarding the number one guy, even though there's another number one on the other side.
Very fair enough.
And sorry, and for the Dolphins to win, it's just Tua making sure that he can see where he's throwing to. Is that simple?
Listen, I'm also gonna go to the Rams. Like I said, I think the Rams definitely are gonna win this game. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than we think, though, because Tyreek Hill just made the decision to play tonight as well. Looking at the last couple of games, both teams' defense have been a little bit shaky.
Wait, what'd you say? Tyreek Hill just made the decision to want to play today, so like he just like sat out for the last one. He's like, I don't feel like it.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But
Probably did sit out. He's like, this team sucks.
yeah. But to piggyback on what you were talking about, I do believe the Rams are going to win. I just think both teams' defenses in the last couple of games, looking at them, have been prone to give up a decent amount of points in the game. At least like around like two touchdowns, maybe 3 touchdowns. So I think I'm thinking maybe like 24-21, or I don't know if they put 28 on their head though. Maybe like 28 to like what score did you pick?
17.
You paid 17-28, right?
17-28.
Ah, man, that was a good score.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna stick on. Oh, this is tough.
And that closed out our show. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Nah. I'll go 27-24.
All right.
27-24.
Yeah, we're close. Right? Field goal, game winner.
Yeah. But the Rams are gonna go up early, and then the Dolphins are gonna try to fight back, but it's gonna be too little, too late. One of those situations. Because they're just not ready. Like they just don't know what's going on realistically. But I'll also say the X factor. Now I'm not gonna go with someone on the Rams. I'm actually gonna go with somebody on the Dolphins, because It's a little backwards, but
Right.
the X factor is
I
Tyreek
guess.
Hill.
Sorry.
What you guys say? What you guys say?
I thought I was gonna say Jesus Christ to protect Tua. That's the
No,
X factor in this game.
the reason I'm going X factor is because, but I don't think the Tyreek Hill Tua connection is not going to be as potent as we know it to be. One being the fact that Tua is literally. We're not going to speak on that man's condition as far as health wise,
We'll
but
say this.
Tyreek Hill.
That sums up what everything.
Tyreek Hill obviously just coming back. They're still trying to find the strings, still trying to put the pieces together, and trying to find a way to salvage whatever they have left of the season. And I think that's the reason why they lose tonight. Being the fact their defense is not the greatest, but if they had that connection going, I think they might have a chance to win this game. But because of that, I'm gonna say that's the X factor, the fact that they don't know what's going on. So
It's like Shark Tank. With that being said, I'm out.
So that's what Tyreek said. That's what Tyreek Hill said last week. That's what Tyreek Hill said last week. But
what a terrible decision to leave Kansas City in general. Must be regretting that one.
Hey, but he's making money.
I don't care about the money.
He's making money and he got a Super Bowl ring. So what does it matter?
He could have had 2.
He could have, but
3.
At the end of the day,
he still had money.
I think Tyreek Hill is comfortable with his career as a whole. I don't think he needed it anymore.
I think honestly, if you look at the money breakdowns and tax cuts, Florida, they do have no state income tax.
Yeah, he's making bread down there.
Missouri, they're not really popular over there. They got no money over there. They're not taking anything out. So
but the thing is, like, I think Tyreek Hill's comfortable. I don't think. I mean, football wise, history, like legacy wise, yeah, it was a horrible decision to leave Kansas City because they would have ran it up like back to back. Like it would have been horrible.
Yeah.
Even without Tyreek Hill, they still running it up. But still, either way, that's pretty much that. But I do want to go into these comments really quick, David.
Yes,
if we can.
I got you. We got Mario in the building. What's going on, Mario? He said, "What's up, fellas? What's up? Appreciate you." He said, "I want a top 5 pick. Let's go. Clean house."
Another one. David, didn't we do this like a couple of years ago?
Not a couple of years ago. We do this like every single freaking year.
Yo,
I just think overall.
What year was Zach Wilson drafted, David?
2018, I think 2019, something like that.
Oh,
overall, let's be real right now. I don't even know what to say. It's speechless. Watching the Jets play is honestly like watching Pee Wee football. Because guess what? They all can't make. They're all the same attribute where they can't make tackles.
But what about that one highlight that they showed of what was his name? Oh, I'm forgetting his name already. He's like a good defensive lineman.
Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams popping Kyler Murray. Quincy Williams.
Quincy popped.
What about that though? That was all over the internet. It would make you think that the Jets are actually doing something.
I don't care. I don't care. At least they made one tackle of the game. I mean, overall, I saw one game. Sauce Gardner playing terrible this season. I'm just gonna say that real quick.
He's a Raven. That's why.
Sauce is not playing good. From the first year he had, he kind of regressed, and that's kind of like very unheard of to see. And I think a lot of locker room issues with this team because it's showing in their gameplay. Overall, Sauce Gardner missed like 25 tackles in that game. Absolutely horrendous. And not only that, not only him missing tackles, the whole Jets defense, they were playing 2-hand touch. They thought they were playing flag. And they're like, they touched him. They were expecting him to be down. No, you keep on playing until the play is over. Overall, we're looking at it, and the Jets are pretty much due to our top 5 pick. But basically what Mario said was saying, like, I want a top 5 pick. That's just, I know what he's trying to do. You know what he's trying to do, Eric?
Trying to make something good out of it.
That's it. And I respect that. I respect that because as a New York fan who's been suffering through many years of this crucial terribleness of not making the playoffs, I understand you're trying to find some hope, but it's not going to help. Just face the reality. It's not going to help. We still suck. And even if we get a top 5 pick, it's not like our whole franchise gets turned around. And I hear people saying with the NFL draft, oh, go for Shedeur Sanders. Oh, maybe you get Deion Sanders as your head coach. Stop it. I don't want nobody else. I want a head coach that has shown some promise and actually has played it and coached in the NFL.
You know,
That's
you know
much to
what's
ask for.
you know what's crazy? I think that the Jets going to the Jets as a quarterback might be career suicide. It really might be.
It depends who the coach is.
But hey, yo, how many coaches have y'all had? Yo,
We've had terrible coaches. We've had coaches who are all defensive minded. Like, just think about that for a second. Rex Ryan, defensive minded head coach. Robert Saleh, defensive minded head coach. Adam Gase, oh, he was an offensive coach, but the dude had bugged eyes from the first interview conference. He was cracked out. You just look at them. They had really no offensively talented coaches coming into their system and developing a quarterback.
Listen. For anyone doesn't know what David is referencing, the Jets took on the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona this week, and it was a sight of sort. Like it was bad. It was really bad.
I turned it off at like fourth quarter. I was like, I can't do this to myself.
To be honest with you, the Jets walked in, got washed, 31-6. Their last score was in the second quarter. They had a field goal, couldn't even get a touchdown. The Cardinals was running it up on them, and Aaron Rodgers didn't really have a great game. 155 yards, 23 QBR rating. Brees Hall didn't really do much. No one really did anything for real, to be honest with you. And it just shows like there's nothing to show on this end of the stat line. But you look at the other side of it, Kyler Murray, 266 yards, 1 touchdown. James Conner had a touchdown as well. James Conner went off. Jeez, he had 80 yards on the receiving end as well. He was cooking all the way around. Marvin Harrison, the rookie, got a touchdown as well. They had a decent game, but they just toyed with the Jets realistically, and that's bad because the Arizona Cardinals, by the way, which is awkward enough, they are the first seed in their division, which is crazy. They're 6-4 right now. The Jets are 3-7, bro.
And the sad part about this whole thing is they went off from beating the Texans last week in a domination of a performance from both offense and defense, to showing what they can be, to going into next week against the Cardinals and only putting up 6 points is kind of upsetting. And I was watching this game, and a lot of people are going to point fingers to Aaron Rodgers and be like, oh, he's just missing passes, or the receivers can't catch. Sure. But I think the major issue that we have, and the reason why this whole offense isn't running so well, is because you can't hold back the defense. Offensive line is so poor. It's so poor for this team that they're just allowing everybody. They're literally going like this. Oh, 4 guys against 5? All right, let's just allow one guy. We'll double team one guy and let the other guy go through. Let's make our quarterback work for his money. No, you gotta let him stay. It's like so sad because I've been watching Aaron Rodgers and I'm like, this guy's cemented his career, not because he's the fastest, but he's agile in the pocket and he can throw that bomb of a ball. But overall, he needs the time to do that. The reason why in Green Bay he was able to throw those 50-yard passes down the field is because he had more than 2 seconds in the pocket to find those guys down the field or give his players time to reach down the field. Overall, I said this to my father when I was watching the game, and he can attest to this whole conversation because this was all about frustration. I said, I think if you put anybody with a logical brain, D&E Takeover, running the New York Jets front office, give us full access to whatever we want to do. The number one thing I'm changing, because our defense is good. Number one thing I'm changing, offensive line is going to be stacked. A great offensive line, because it's so true. You're only as good as your freaking offensive line. You look at all the good quarterbacks in this league right now. Patrick Mahomes, does he have a good offensive line? I think so.
Checks out.
He's got some all pros on there. Not even that. You look at some other guys on this list. If I do say so myself, you got freaking Lamar Jackson. Does he have a good line?
I would say so.
They drafted a good center. They got a great all-pro left tackle.
I think they're good. Go ahead, let's keep running the list.
49ers,
one more.
49ers, do they have a good team? They've got offensive line? Trent Williams, an all-pro Hall of Famer. I would say so. I think they have a pretty good offensive line.
They protect their quarterback.
And here's the thing. Some people are like, well, there's still some good quarterbacks that don't have great offensive lines. The only difference marking them is the fact is that they have quarterbacks that are mobile, that can move out of the pocket. Because the one thing that you can rely on is that when you have a collapsing pocket and your offensive line can't block for nothing, you need a quarterback that needs to run away from the defenders coming after them and get the ball off. That's why guys like Lamar Jackson do very well. because he has a good offensive line. And guess what? When he feels pressure, he runs the hell out of the pocket. Smart. That's why guys like Jaden Daniels, it's fantastic. Because guess what? He does the same thing as Lamar Jackson. Guess what? Guys like Brock Purdy, he can run when he wants to.
It's also like you have a 40-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury. It's like you don't have him. You probably need the best offensive line in the league for Aaron Rodgers to work. So yeah, this team is constructed all wrong, all sorts of wrong.
Honestly, they just need to blow it up at this point.
Man. But yeah, that game hard to watch for New York fans. Turn away. But with that being said, honestly, I want to go into these comments first before we just run down the list of the games that happened this week. So
yep, I got you.
We could just get through those.
Yep, we got Nice in the building. What's going on, Nice?
What's good? What's going on?
Said, see any good games this weekend? I saw a couple. I saw the Lions barely get that victory, which was a close game. I saw the Ravens on Thursday Night Football pull out a victory in a late game. I saw the Giants get crushed in Germany. They basically the Panthers basically told the Giants they reenacted.
Yo, that don't make no sense.
The Panthers.
Shout out Bryce Young, bro.
He revived his career. What a way to do that against my New York Giants, right?
And probably kill Daniel Jones' career.
I do have a comment on that when we get into that a little later. But overall, I will say that this game with the Panthers and the Giants, before we move on into the comment, they basically went to Germany. And you know how they do those old like reenactments where they get everyone reenacting the wars and all that stuff over here? Like the Battle of Gettysburg, they'll do like a reenactment.
They'll do like a play or something.
Yeah, like a play. They basically went to the Panthers. Get your camera on. I want you to see this reaction. They went to the Panthers. Basically said, they said, hey, we're Hitler, we're the Nazis, and you guys are the Jews. As they said, that's literally what they said. The Giants, and they basically destroyed them to shreds. Basically, what they did a reenactment. That's basically what the Panthers said to the Giants. They reenacted that terrible time in history. Terrible. And of course, I had to do it in Germany too. I had to do the German reference, Eric. It's only fitting. The only time I can do that reference would make sense.
Wow.
Am I wrong? No.
Guys, I am smiling because I just love life.
I'm smiling because the freaking thing is true. They basically did that. And it was so embarrassing to watch. Damn it.
Oh
my
God. Yo, man.
Listen, I'm against it. I'm against it too. I'm a Giants fan. I'm on the other end. I'm against it.
Stand up straight.
I'm against it.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. The Giants lost to the Panthers. That shit alone. That game was terrible too. No disrespect, but
battle of who's the worst team in the NFL. Now we figured it out.
Daniel Jones sucks. And shout out to Tyrone Tracy Jr. though. 103 yards and a touchdown. Whoa. Look at him. Go. But then you got on the other side, the best quarterback in the league, man. Bryce Young, 126 yards and a touchdown. Quarterback rating of a 58. Oh my gosh.
Damn, that's higher. That's the highest he's ever had.
Hey, but you got Chuba Hubbard though. He had a crazy game.
He's been going off this whole season. No one's been giving him props. He's like top 3 in rushing yards this season. He's playing amazing.
Absolutely cooking, man. But that's because his team sucks. His team, there's no one to talk about. But I don't. Both of these teams are finished. Put it this way. I mean, you look at the standings. Hold on. I don't even think there's a point in looking at it. The Giants are finished, and so are the Panthers. I mean, yeah, they're both done. Both of these teams. That was just an exhibition match, just for fun. They're just playing for the contracts at this point, trying to save their jobs, and that is exactly what was happening. So it was.
My thoughts on Daniel Jones.
Yeah, go ahead.
Daniel Jones is no longer going to be a quarterback of the New York Giants.
Is he going to be a quarterback? Period. Can he?
Back up?
Wow.
Not starter.
Is the starting era of Daniel Jones done?
I think this season pretty much ruined his whole career. If he would have had a mid-year, be like, all right, that's a different story. But the dude is just like having 2 interceptions against a Carolina Panthers team is just questionable. Inconsistency throughout the whole season is the reason why no team will really want you on your team because even like you can't even fathom. You can't even like be consistent enough to get a victory. It's like last week you look good. This week you look like absolute garbage. It's like when does it end? You can't not have that as a franchise quarterback, especially not when a guy's making $40 million a year. So overall, this is Daniel Jones' career is pretty much done as a New York Giant, and I wouldn't be surprised going into next year because right now the Giants get the #1 pick in the NFL draft if everything holds. They're going to draft a quarterback, whether that's Cam Ward out of Miami, whether that's
Shador?
Shador Sanders, which I really don't. I don't really care. Or another quarterback out of there. I forgot. There's another dude who's coming out of college. I forgot his name. Or Travis Hunter or freaking Aston Genty. Whoever it is, getting with the first pick.
Don't get Ashton. You don't need Ashton.
You got to go quarterback. Obviously, you got to go quarterback. You probably go
You
Cam
have
Ward.
everything else.
You probably go Cam Ward. That's literally what you're gonna do. You go with the quarterback. They get a top 3 pick. They're drafting a quarterback. And Daniel Jones' career is done with the New York Giants. It's that simple. Not coming back.
Dang, man. Daniel Jones. See, the thing is, I think they keep him around, though. I think they draft the quarterback, but I think they keep him around just in case that quarterback doesn't like pan out well. Because I do think Daniel Jones as a backup is a really good backup. I think not trying to hype up Daniel Jones, but
not for $40 million. He's not gonna be a backup.
Yeah, that contract. You know what? Fluff the Giants and fluff Daniel Jones for ruining the freaking market, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. The guy got $40 million just to be trash. And then on top of it, everyone else in the quarterback world went and said, "Oh, Daniel Jones got 40 M's. I'm gonna get more." And it just
let me hop on that.
Piling. Like you ruined the whole market. Stupid, man. New York.
There are some quarterbacks that deserve something, right? But not to that extent. Well, I just saw Tua move out of the pocket.
There is not one quarterback that is deserved. And this is coming from a Ravens Lamar Jackson fan. There is not one quarterback that deserves the amount of money that they actually got, other than Patrick Mahomes, because none of them have won anything yet. Not one of them. They're all, no disrespect, not saying that they're not putting up great numbers, but no one is paying you to have a good regular season and just get close. We're not paying you for that. We're paying you to win.
Imagine going to your job, whether you're like a cook or something, or whatever job you do, 9 to 5.
Oh, nice.
And shout out to Nas right there. Imagine going there and you're not finishing the job, right? They give you an assignment and you're like, we'll just finish it tomorrow. Every single day you do that. You think you're going to keep that job? You think you deserve top money? No, it's only in in sports worlds where that's consideration, where it's only in sports world where they really base everything off of potential. That's it. It's not really based off of what you've done. It's based off of what you can do. And that's just like the wrong mentality we got to get by. I think players got to understand that too. Like in terms of negotiating, it's like, I know I can be great, but I haven't proved it yet. So I'll just take this money for now and I'll prove to you what I can do so I can get that money. Now it's just like, hey, I can do this. Give me a couple years. Give me my money. And then I can show you what I can do. It's like,
give me my money. Sorry. But let's go through the comments. Let's go through these comments. I appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Knife says, I'm going to go with Kyron Williams scoring 19.1 points and losing to Eric by 0.1. He said Kyle would lose. I didn't explain that well at all.
Okay, I was about to say. You saw me, Dave. I was ready to crash. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And he said, and Tyreek will get 31 points because I traded him to Patrick and I want to see him succeed. Knives, you want to give me someone? I need help.
No. I'm vetoing.
Knives, please.
I'm vetoing.
Knives, please.
It won't matter.
It won't matter.
It won't matter. I will veto.
Dan's in the building. What's going on, Dan? Appreciate you, Dan. He said City with another flip.
Yes,
dude. They're butt cheeks, dude.
The downfall of City.
They're butt cheeks.
To see it.
It's so sad because there's only 2 top teams in the Prem right now that are downfall right now: Arsenal and City.
You know what's crazy though? I don't think Arsenal's on a downfall because they drew Chelsea this week. And
you know what's crazy?
What?
You say that, but guess what? They're 4th.
They are.
And okay. City lost like 3 games, and they're only in 2nd.
They are 4th, but the thing is, Arsenal haven't been performing. right? But they're still, at least they're like, they're in this weird area, and they're still like, I think Arsenal are going to be okay, but at the same time, what definition of Arsenal being okay? I don't know, because like they kind of need to be winning something this year. I'm not trying to get into Arsenal right now, to be honest with you though. City are in trouble right now. They're on a 4-game losing streak in all competitions. They cannot. This team seems to not know how to get the ball in the back of the net right now. Not only that, they don't
Only
have
person is
any
Holland.
dude. But the thing is, if you watch the goal, I believe I didn't get to watch it, but from what I heard, apparently the goal that they scored this week was scrappy. Like it wasn't even a good goal. They're struggling to get the ball in the back of the net, and that's probably because they're missing one of their best playmakers in Kevin De Bruyne, and they're also missing the pivotal piece of Rodri. They can't run midfields the way they want to anymore. So now it's like, and to be honest, it kind of does a little bit. It does expose Haaland a little bit, because Haaland is not known for dribbling or being able to beat defenders, right? He's known to be, give me the ball, I'll take one touch and I'll finish, right? Like you can't give him an inch of space. But the thing is, now when you have someone that's not really setting you up or setting up the chances for you, what's happening? You got to adjust the game. So City are in big trouble. I will say that much. City need to figure it out and figure it out fast, because they're not just, bro. It's not just. I'm sorry, I have to get into this a little bit. It's not just any willy-nilly side, or it's not big sides. City are losing to
They
teams
lost
they
to
should be
Sporting, they
beating.
lost to Brighton, they lost to Bournemouth, they
Bro,
lost to Tottenham the last 4 games.
Bro, the first game they lost, Tottenham. If you watch that game, that was a Carabao Cup. I got to catch a little bit of that. They was laughing on the bench. They didn't even care. Fair enough. I guess they don't care about the Carabao. Fair enough. They've won so much. Then to lose to Bournemouth, yo, I'm not trying to disrespect Bournemouth, because Bournemouth are better than West Ham this year, but that's not acceptable. Sporting blitzed them as if there was a small club.
Yes, sir.
Right? And then to lose to Brighton, that's a game that you should be coming into and winning. They're a good side. You should be prepared to verse Brighton. And now they get Tottenham again.
Here's not the thing. It's not about losing. It's about how they lost. You had 1 goal up the whole game, and then all of a sudden you lose 2 in 5 minutes span in the 78th and the 83rd minute. It's just unacceptable. Unacceptable from this team.
I think this might be like the reason I don't bring Arsenal into that conversation is because I think Arsenal will still be fighting more. I think City has lost not the will to compete, but I think they've just done it. They've just won way too much to care. They've won every title there is to win. They've won, and they ended the Champions League drama as well. They're done. I think the only thing they need to be focused on this year is Champions League. Or that's the only thing they really care about, because the Prem is, I'm not saying it's out of their hands, but Liverpool look amazing. And the way they're playing, if you need Kevin De Bruyne or Rodri, at that point, the Prem is basically out of your hands. You can kiss that one goodbye. Even though it's still early though. The Champions League, you still have a chance, and I think they need more credibility in that aspect, being the fact that even though they still have one, you want to build yourself up to be a bigger club and have a bigger standard. So that's there. But I don't think they care about FA Cup. I don't think they care about Carabao Cup. They've won it so many times. So it's I don't know, man. I just think this is finally the time that we've seen City just lose the will to fight for something. They've won too much.
Honestly, if that's the mentality they're going with, they deserve to lose. And this is not how you play football. That's not how we do everything. Especially if you're a coach, that's considered one of the greatest coaches of all time.
He definitely is.
You got to have a mentality.
But you know what it is? I also think Pep doesn't care. Again, this could be an extreme drag. I think Pep is bro.
That's why I'm saying, if that's true, for a coach to be considered one of the greatest coaches of all time, that is not going to be considered in my book because of attitude. Sir Alex Ferguson never thought that way. Jose Mourinho never thought that way.
But Sir Alex Ferguson, I mean, I can't say that. I don't think we've ever seen this type of dominance before in the Prem, ever.
All I'm saying is that Alex Ferguson had a doo-doo Man United team win the Prem.
No, that team was not doo-doo. Stop it.
Their team compared to everyone else in that Prem.
That team was nasty.
That team compared to everyone else in that Prem.
That team was nasty.
Are we talking about the same team?
What team are you speaking on?
I'm
So
thinking
Alex Ferguson,
yes,
his teams was dirty.
because of how he coached.
Bro, what? Yo, nah, that brother had he coached. Obviously, he was a great manager, but like he had ballers in his squad. Like he had ballers in his squad almost every single year, and he had the same bro. Is that those teams was filthy. I would just say that I wouldn't say this hits Prem's legacy. Not Prem. I don't think this hits Pep's legacy at all. I don't. If he loses 1 year, I think Pep is gearing up to. If this continues, I think we'll probably see Pep gear up to
And
take like
retire.
not retire, more like a Jurgen Klopp, like relief. You know what I mean? Just like I'm gonna go chill out for a little bit, do
You
what I
guys do your
want.
stuff.
Yeah, maybe enter the international world, international management.
See what happens.
Who knows? But yeah, had to break that
Um,
down really quick. Had to break that down
yeah, they're playing terrible right now. He said, "What a weekend of footy, 100%,
for real, bro.
100%." Mario said, "David, Pee Wee football would destroy the Jets. Don't insult Pee Wee." You're right. My
That's
bad. That's true.
crazy.
That's true. I
Y'all
gotta
are
be nicer.
so upset. Y'all
It's
are
true.
so upset.
It's just sad. It's like they just don't play football right. It's like I was just saying it. I was saying it like I was like I used to watch games. Like I watched some of these teams like offensively powered teams. Like even like yesterday's game, the Lions and the Texans game. That's football. That's a football game. Two teams going back and forth at each other, moving the ball down the field, playing great defense. That's a football game. It's not what the Jets are doing. 4 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out, 4 and out. It's not exciting. It's not fun. It's not anything.
Fair
Nice.
enough.
I mean, I told you guys about the Jets. Y'all didn't believe me until now. It's okay. Mario, David, welcome to the Pride.
Hey, hold on. First of all,
Nice. I
don't
already
say
told you
y'all.
I'm rooting for the Lions. Nice. I already told you.
Whoa. Pause.
I'm a neutral
Wait a
now.
minute.
I'm
Wait
neutral.
a minute. First of all, let me address the first thing. Don't say y'all. I was already on that. I was already there. I was with you on
What? You
that
said in
one.
the beginning of the season you said the Jets could be good.
They could be good, but I was so big on the fact of a 40-year-old quarterback coming off Achilles tear. I was not on the train of the Jets being like amazing. But at the same time, I did say like if they have it all together, if it works out, they're one of the best teams in the league. But I wouldn't say I was sold all the way through and through. And also, David, you are not no Lions fan. You are a Ravens fan. We talked about this already.
No, here's what I am. Here's what I am. Ready?
David.
Here's what I am. Here, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm Buffalo Bills because it's still the only New York team technically that's in a good shot of winning the playoffs.
The
root
only
for
real New York
Buffalo.
team?
Yeah, the only real New York team. I root for Buffalo. I go with great football teams. Honestly, Lions can be in there. Ravens just throwing themselves in there. Sure. Go ahead. I'm just watching good football. Whoever plays
David
great
just wants
football,
to
I root for
win.
you.
David
Whoever,
just,
I think you got to watch out because if I root for your team, you're probably going to lose. That's what it's going to come down to.
David just wants to win. That's all he wants. Oh my gosh, man. He said, man, whoever's played the best football, I'm on your side.
Just like entertain me, please. Do something.
Go ahead.
Dan said, "I'm sorry, but Barca were embarrassing versus Real Sociedad." He said, "In 95 minutes, 11 shots, 0 on target is embarrassing."
Oh
I saw a stat. So the first time in 10 years that I don't know if it was Barcelona or a team in general had not. I think it was Barcelona that didn't have a shot on goal on target. That's crazy. That was a crazy stat, though.
You know, it's a crazy stat. And yes, we played bad against Real Sociedad. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say we didn't, but I had the pleasure of watching that entire game. Which is rare because like have the time that we're on, like there's no time to really do it, sit down and watch a game. But like, people are blowing it out of proportion, bro. We lose. You know what's crazy? But I do love it though, because it shows that people are also starting to take Barca like serious again. Because we lose one game and everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, Barcelona this, Barcelona that. They've plummeted. Real Sociedad loss is so bad." Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, we had one bad game. Look, mind you, ready? Hold on. Let me just explain something to you guys, right? Barcelona, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. I'm going to list you the scores. 5-0, 3-0, 5-1, 4-1, 4-0, 3-1, 5-2. We lose one game 1-0. Everyone's like, oh, Barcelona are terrible. Oh, Barcelona are shambolic. It's like, yo, no
Yeah,
disrespect.
they're just saying that because of the fact that like they're either A, just trying to get under people's skins, or B, they just like they just don't like them. That's
I
it.
just think it's blown even more at proportion because of the fact that Real Madrid also won this week 4-0 and they looked like very good in their win. But the thing the thing is though, I will say though, it was a bad performance. It was Rafinha was nowhere to be found that game. And it was tough because without Rafinha, we really saw the fact of like we need someone else to set the chances up and also be that person, and no one else was there to do it. Now, granted, we got an offsides call that wasn't offsides. They called off Lewandowski's big toe, so I don't really know what to say
Besides,
about
the
that.
VAR, the technology knows their stuff.
But I'm not gonna even complain about VAR and offsides because I think it's a losing argument. It is what it is.
You're
And
right.
also
VAR doesn't call anything.
someone pointed out the fact that they're saying that the foot that they saw that was offsides wasn't even Lewandowski's foot; it was a defender's foot. Again,
Same
not
cleats.
gonna not gonna point that out too much, but Ignacio Martinez had a fantastic game. Pau Cubarsí had a fantastic game. Kunde, there was individual performance out there that was decent. It's just going forward, we was terrible. We couldn't create any chances. And it does beckon the question, yes, am I a little nervous the fact that this is the second game that Lamine Yamal hasn't started, and this is the second game that we've lost? Yes. It's concerning. It's a little concerning. But again, we've lost 2 games.
No, it's not concerning.
I think we've lost 3 games all year.
Oh, 3
I'm
games
not
all year. Yes.
worried.
It's
I'm
not
not
concerning at
worried.
all. It's not concerning at all. Everyone's just trying to blow this out of proportion because A, they just want to see a Barcelona fan cry and get angry, or B, they just don't like the team. Here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of Barcelona. I don't even like them. But I'm going to tell you the facts. Is this concerning? No. Because like Eric just listed, they dominated every other game this season. It's not like it's just one game. Now, it would be concerning if next game they lose the same way. And that game after they lose the same way. That once you get on that 3-game skid, that's when you start looking at it, you're like, all right, hold up. We got to start checking back into our notebooks and see what's going on. But overall, you looking at it, there's nothing to be worried about. They're a Barcelona team. They find their way. They're playing great this season. They're not gonna lose consistently back to back to back. So I'm not worried about it. People are overthinking it.
I think I would be slightly worried if because they're saying Lamine Yamal is hurt right now, like they're nursing his ankle injury. I love the fact that Hansi Flick is like we need to protect him.
He's got to go to the nurse. He got to go to the school nurse.
He's not gonna play. But also Frankie got hurt that game as well because the ref just doesn't protect our players. But that's besides the point.
How's the ref do that?
No, because they fouled. They was
Did they catch him home?
Dude. They were stomping on Frankie's ankle the entire game. And the thing is, Frankie's not one of those players that just flops. So he keeps playing, but he's hobbling on the pitch. And the ref wouldn't call a foul. And then when he would call a foul, he wouldn't give a card. So like the whole point of using your cards is to then promote the team to stop doing what they're doing. They did it like 2-3 times, and Frankie had to get taken off at halftime because he got stomped on 2-3 times. It's like, but that's again, I'm not even gonna go into that. I think the way I would be concerned is if next game we go against Celta Vigo and we're probably gonna play without Lamine Yamal again. I'm expecting, and if that game doesn't go well, then I'll be concerned because then now I have to deal with the fact of are we really nothing without this 17-year-old kid? Can we not really create anything without Lamine Yamal? And him being out, is that going to be a problem? And then we have to go against Brest, who have been doing well in the Champions League. So I have to. It's a lot to think about. But right now, not worried, bro. Real Sociedad have that W. Have that, man.
There's nothing to be worried about. There really isn't. I will say that I think someone mentioned this lower in the chat, but I think I told you, Eric, earlier today.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in here. No, probably not. But that thing, it's like one team had 3 losses all year. One team has 3 losses all year, and they're like saying this is the best performance in years from the squad, and the other team had 3 losses this season, and everyone's like panicking. And honestly, I didn't see it break down like that. Once it's broken down like that, that's kind of like weird to see it in that sense because like the same amount of losses. Because the way Real Madrid is playing, it seems like it's way more than just 3 losses, in my opinion. And I feel like the way you look at it with Barcelona and how they've been winning so much, It's like 3 losses. Okay, that's not bad.
You know why? It's because of the expectation that Real Madrid has with their squad. They have arguably one of the best midfielders in the world. Nah, dude. When you look at it, they have two midfielders that are top 10 midfielders in the world. They have their whole front line is top 10 attackers in the world. Like their team is expected to be dominating and they're dominating smaller teams and then coming against bigger teams and not performing. So it's like that's why people are like enhancing that Real Madrid scariness because like they're supposed to be amazing. And the reason why we're not enhancing the bar so much so or like everyone's like praising them is because no one expected Barca to be this good. No one expected Barca to come out and dominate Madrid and Bayern and start and set the tone. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much why that's happening. But again, everyone's in a whole overhyped stuff at any time. Anyway, everyone's looking for a reason to like punch down on something that's doing well. So I'm not worried about it.
Listen, I want to see Barcelona do bad, but here's the thing: I gotta be realistic. They're doing great this season. This is not a big deal. This is 1 loss. Mario said if there's a good either Mike Vrabel or Ben Johnson as coach next year. Hopefully, he said basically just repeat it. Honestly, that would be the best case scenario for this Jets team. One of those two, beautiful. So about the Jets game that he said my Lions had a game against the Titans where it was 42-14 at the start of the third quarter. This was worse. Probably.
Ugh.
He said, "Yeah, keep gloating, Eric. One day I'll have, I'll have my day. The problem is that it may never happen."
yo, I seen Mario post on Facebook. Mario said, "Why do I support this trash team?" Yo, my mom showed me. She said, "I feel bad for him." I just started crying, laughing.
It's sad. It's a sad thing, dude.
Yo.
I think I've heard that there's been more people checking into mental institutions this year in New York than ever.
The Jets
That year. And the reason for entering the institution, they said football. Not specific. Jets, Giants, we know.
Jets, Jets.
Just New York sports in general. Nye says, "No, Mario, you can have Ben Johnson. You can't have Ben Johnson. He's going to New York, but it'll be to fix Daniel Jones. I mean,
Crazy.
Aaron Glenn is available. No, we want
crazy.
Honestly, Mike Vrabel to the Jets, Ben Johnson to no. I like Brian Dable though. No, keep Brian Dable.
Yeah, Brian Dable was good. Wait, what was the other one that Dan had? I didn't even.
Which one?
The one that you just had up.
No, it's I was coming up. I prematurely.
Oh, okay.
I said, "Wow, Dave, that's worse than anything I ever said." Me knives. Listen. I had to use the analogy. I had to use the analogy. It was fitting.
Nas, I think you've said something definitely worse.
No, it's close to it. I think we're very equivalent.
I think
the analogy had to be said. It was very prevalent to the situation, the country that they were in.
I think David Uncensored is not scary, but like David Uncensored is like equivalent to Knives.
You know what I want to have? I want to have a podcast. You ever heard of Theo Von?
No,
the comedian Theo Von. He says some crazy stuff. He talks about his life, and he's like just weird. The stories just make no sense. It's hilarious. Like you're like this never happened, but it happened to his life. I'd like to have a conversation with him because I feel like me and him.
David would just say whatever he wants. Dude, that's basically what you put David in a room where he can say whatever he wants. That's David. That's David Rodriguez right there.
It's really fun to have the power of saying whatever you want and having no consequences behind it. It's fantastic. Dan said thoughts on David Coote situation / suspension.
I'm gonna be so real. I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
David Coote? Wait, hold on. Maybe I do know, and I'm not. Let me see. Is this like some type of prank?
I don't think so.
Oh no, I do know who this is.
The English referee.
It's the ref. I thought it was hilarious. To be honest with you, I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I mean, his career's over though. They're not gonna let him back.
And that's sad that his career's over. But the referee that admitted that he rigged the game just so he can get Messi to sign his shirt is still letting the play. Honestly, we need some balance in this.
You know what it is? I don't know what that ref's doing anymore, but all I know is that it's unacceptable for a referee to call another manager such names. Like you can't You can't do that. And it's crazy because if you watch the video, he literally says in the video, this can't ever be let out, or like my career's over. And they're like joking about it. They're like, yeah, let's not ever let this get out because like we don't want to ruin this man's career. So it's like, it's even worse because you knew what you were saying was wrong, and you knew that if it did get out, you was gonna have these consequences, and in return, you still went and did it. But I mean, he's just suspended apparently. I don't think he's fired. So if he's still a prem ref, I mean, shoot, you can say whatever you want. Just take the suspension really quick, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? But I think there's a level like that. That's unacceptable. Like you can have an opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with him saying that Liverpool sucks. That's just an opinion. You know what I mean? But like the Jurgen Klopp thing is a stretch. Like you don't do that, man. Especially in your situation or in your position. That's unprofessional. So
there's a lot of things that were unprofessional and they still let him get away. Freaking done.
Oh man.
Nye says, if the Giants want to get a quarterback, build up that O-line with the first rounder, then use the second rounder for the most ready-made college quarterback, Quinn Ewers. I like that, Nye. Let's go. That's a round of applause worthy. That's fantastic. I'm not even being sarcastic. This is real stuff. It's fantastic observation.
That was bars.
Oh, really? Thanks.
Fantastic, sarcastic. Hold on. Whoa.
Fantastic, sarcastic, and there's no hold. This is not bombastic. Overall, we're looking at this. Why are you laughing, dude?
Nah, no, you can't do that. Oh
what?
My gosh. I almost spit my water out.
Why? What did I do? What did I do?
Oh my gosh. This brother said bombastic.
Bombastic.
Yo, this is an all-time episode. Nah,
it's a word.
Between the freaking Hitler comment and then the bombastic.
It was a Germany comment.
No, it was not a Germany
history.
comment.
It was history. Not good one, but it was history. It was. We learned about it. No.
Yo, this is good.
Did we not? Overall, let's move on.
Wow.
But no, I do agree with that statement. It's true.
Eye.
I do believe with that.
Figgity facts.
Let's go, appreciate you. What are you saying?
Go ahead, dude.
The tribal chief is back. Everyone acknowledge Pete. Come on, bro.
David, I'm not even gonna say anything of that. But shout out to Perdone.
Nye says, want that A-Chain guy I just got. Not really married to this dude. He said, what?
I'm not married to no one except for Amon Ra.
Oh, he's talking about fantasy. So you know what's real crazy? The cinematic masterpiece that is the Wild Wild West.
Oh my gosh. Get out of this weird obsession with Wild Wild West out of nowhere is insane.
Nice. It's kind of funny. Barca having their best spell in the recent years and Real having the worst, but they both have 3 losses. Yeah, that's the reference I was talking about before.
I don't know why people tend to highlight this. This team is it makes sense because Barca was in the mud. Like, yo, bro, I'm not even going to entertain this. I'm not even going to entertain it, bro.
Nice says Todd Man. He said that sounds like a really boring superhero. Tottenham.
Todd Man. Said Tom Cleverly, Johnny Evans, Chris Smalling, Phil Jones, Shinji Kagawa, Hines, Ballers. No.
That's the league. That's the year.
No.
Hold on. Year.
First of all, hold on. Go back.
It's back.
Shinji, I'm not taking the Shinji Kagawa take. He was nice. Shinji Kagawa was nice. When we back in that time, Shinji Kagawa could ball.
It's not saying that they're not a great team, but compared to everyone else in that league, the top, they weren't one out of all the top teams, they're probably one of the lower ones.
Nah, because now what you're gonna do is, yo, Perdone, if you're still here, what year is that? Because if you're saying it, because I want to go ahead and look at that year, and I want to see everyone on that team, not just the ones that you've listed. Because I want to make sure. Because I want to make sure you're not just missing people like Michael Carrick, people like Wayne Rooney.
No, I don't think it was that year.
I just want to make sure. It
wasn't that year. I want to see if I saved it.
It said 2013.
2013.
I don't have 2013 Manchester United roster. Let's see. Michael Carrick, Patrice Evert, David De Gea, Johnny Evans, Rafael, Rio Ferdinand. Oh, that's not Lingard, though. Some random dude. I don't know who that is. Tom Cleverly, Nemanja Vidic, Phil Jones, I remember Anderson. Whoa. Antonio Valencia, Chris Smalling, Darren Fletcher, Michael Keane, Wayne Rooney, Ryan Giggs, but that was I don't know if that was like
It's old
later
men.
on.
Ryan
Robert
Gibbs
Van
is 40 years
Persie,
old.
Danny Welbeck, Chicharito, and Nani. That team wasn't. Why are we?
Compared
Yo,
to everyone else.
wait a minute. So go back to that list. Go back to that list that he just pulled. That he's pulled up.
Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Give me a second.
Take your time. Take your time.
Go.
Why did we just list all the players that look that sound bad? Why did you list Johnny Evans and Chris Smalling when they had Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic and Michael Carrick? Why'd you list Tom Carey instead of Michael Carrick? Why'd you list Shinji Kagawa even though he was still balling rather than Wayne Rooney? Why rather than Nani? Rather than like these guys? Yes, this team was good. This United team was still good.
Yeah, but we're saying in terms of compared to everyone else in that were top teams, they were one of the lower top teams.
I'm about to watch this. I'm about to die in this hill. Hold on now. Let me. If you gonna prove me wrong, you have to prove me wrong. Hold on. Seasons.
Well, why you do that?
2023.
Go in the comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dan said it's not even the loss. The game could have ended 0-0, but not having registered shot on target is bad. I just think Rover putting this out of proportion. Don't think. It was a bad, yeah, but it's not that big of a deal.
I'm gonna look up the City team from 2013 because that's the team that finished second. So I'm gonna look up their roster. They had I could do the same thing with City low key. I could put up they had even though Joel Lescott was good, like I could put Joel Lescott, Pablo Zabaleta was good at the time. I could list just random people on this team like Nastasic. What? Yo. They had company though, David Silva, Joe Hart, Yaya, Fernandinho, Milner at the time though. Okay. Javi Garcia, I don't know. Micah Rich was on the team. Wow, that's crazy. Richard Wright, Sami Nazari, Jesus Navas, Serge Aguero, Martin Demichelis. Whoa, Gareth Barry, Eddie Dzeko. What the heck? Ballers. I'm not taking that one. I'm sorry. I'm not.
What about Chelsea?
Chelsea, they came in third that year.
They did.
You want me to look up? I'll look up their roster as
no,
well.
they got Marta. They had Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay. Go ahead.
They had Eden Hazard.
Well, you said William. Kevin De Bruyne?
Yeah. I forgot he played for Chelsea. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was when like they wasn't giving him the chance.
I said William. They had
check. Oof.
They had Mohamed Salah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they didn't give him the chance either.
Romelu Lukaku, Fernando Torres. Samuel Eto'o.
Wait, where are you seeing these? Oh yeah.
They had a baller.
Wow. They had a really good team too.
David Luiz.
I'm not jacking it though. Like we're not gonna sit here and act like that team was bad. They had good players.
It's not. We're saying that they're bad. Here's the thing. You're saying that automatically they're bad. Out of everyone else that was compared as a great team in the Prem, that had a run for the Prem, they were one of the lower teams.
But the thing is, you and him both are. You had said like a team. I forgot the exact word you said, but you had made it seem as if they had bad players in that team. I listed some good players, some really good players actually.
No, of course they're always gonna have good players. They're a top team that has money.
But I'll leave it though.
I'm saying proven Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy. Where are we up to? Oh, Knives. He said, yes, Brest are doing great. Brest will be the champions. Because we want to see Brest drenched in championship champagne. Go Brest. Honestly.
Yo, he's sick.
He said, you can already do that D&E Takeover after dark. He said, imagine Knives and David taking shots. I don't drink. He said, trying our best to get canceled. He said, Eric is sitting there with his hand on his head like, I don't know them. And I don't know them. It'll be great.
Nice, man.
That would be fun, though.
Oh, my gosh.
After dark is a good name
for it. You need to go after dark. We have to get, like, a good following before we start doing
Honestly,
something
we should do it in the dark.
All right. What? You wouldn't be able to see me then? Yeah, see, you just wanted me to say that.
Nah, it's the reaction. It's just the reaction. You gotta see just the facial reaction. We'll put a GoPro to your head, like a light, like a lamp.
Oh, sick.
Right? That'd be
so
cool.
I smile, everyone gets a little jump scare.
We should do something like that. Honestly, I just want to say a podcast where I can just talk about. Honestly, this is this podcast. We're good.
Oh my gosh.
Where are we up to? We gotta get on. Nope, we got nice. That'll be fun though. Is that it's not out of nowhere, Eric. Wild Wild West is Will Smith's best movie, sir.
No, I'm saying you randomly just started saying that in the chat. Like
Yeah, you
we
did for
wasn't
no
talking about
reason.
we
No
wasn't talking
reason.
about
Just
Wild Wild
popped it
West.
in. Just
Yeah.
popped it in. He said Coote has been involved in pivotal moments in seasons that Liverpool didn't win the league. Van Dijk's injury was the season killer.
Oh, he was the ref?
He said he was the VAR for the Everton versus City game a year later with the clear as day Rodri handball. What about this one? If we're gonna be really giving refs penalty, why don't we go back to the World Cup where they had freaking Argentina refs, 4 of them refing a game? Yeah, we go like this. Go like this. I don't want to hear nothing about this guy. I hope he gets off clean.
You know what's crazy? I love the fact that no matter what, David can't ever let go of that moment because
It's the truth.
No, it could be well the truth. It doesn't matter though, because at the end of the day,
You know what's the funny thing? I'm glad people are finally seeing the bias towards this, because you know how Inter Miami just made to the FIFA Club World Cup, right? And they didn't win anything.
They lost actually.
They lost in the first round.
And it was the first seed.
They were first seed.
They had the most MLS points in history.
You really want to talk about it, huh? We're talking about bias, everybody.
No, but also, to be so fair, they're doing best of 3 over there.
That's gay, but overall, we know that.
Dude, what? Like, it's cool. It's cool. It's a cool concept. It's just really American. I mean, it's not our sport, so I don't know. But it might get people on our side of the world to like start to look at it now. So, but I don't know, man. That's just me.
In 2013, he said it was 2013. They did have Rooney, Carrick, De Gea, Rio.
Those are ballers.
He said, don't say Raphael or Anderson was nice. He said Raphael they had more games than the other Mandem.
No, Raphael wasn't bad. I remember Raphael like vividly. Anderson was like, yeah. To be fair, Anderson wasn't like amazing.
Nah, he said City wasn't a team until 2015. Come on, Heinz, dude. They were a good team back in 13, dude.
See, but then if you're gonna say that, that's gonna help me with my argument even more to say United was a good team. Then
they were a good
if you're
team
saying City wasn't a team until 2015, then that means United should definitely win the league because City came in second. So, and that's also not true. Like City was definitely a team before that. So
they were.
He just hates it.
Dan said he was on VAR for Diaz offsides and Odegaard handball last season. Damn.
Well, he just hates Liverpool.
So you're telling me there's corruption in the referees? What?
Really?
First time we heard about this.
Oh my gosh, insane. Man! If we're gonna chalk off Messi's World Cup, we're chalking off some Ronaldo's. We're not chalking off one of Ronaldo's Champions Leagues. I'm taking one of those off.
Why?
One of those Champions League. I forgot which one it was. There was one of them that was like, whoa.
You got to get the exact year.
If we went back, you know what's crazy? If we went back and touched on every single part of corruption in the game, do you understand?
We would not have football.
The big teams would not have as many trophies, because there's corruption all around.
Though, dude, it's so sad.
But at the end of the day, though, we all know it's an entertainment system. Like it's not real. It's rigged, but it's not rigged because you can't rig it because they're still on the field. There's still players. They're still playing, but they favor other teams.
But here's the thing. If we know all this stuff, which we do, wouldn't that decrease the validity of what we're rooting for? So wouldn't that decrease the amount of tension between two sides?
It's all a game. But we play the game.
It's all a game.
But hey, we play the game and we love the game. So it's going to keep feeding.
Some people hate it.
Dude, you can't ever tell me that. I don't think you'd ever stop watching soccer. And I don't think you would ever stop stop talking about players and having debates about players because we love to do it.
But here's the thing. I will never stop doing that, but I would always have the notion in my back that something's happening in behind the scenes. So I would never have fully confidence in it.
Also, you always have kids that believe in it as well until they grow up. So it's a never ending system.
Of brainwash and deceit.
Yeah, man. But hey, they're good players and it's fun to watch. So
yeah. He said he was a ref this past Saturday and he was going he wasn't going to even call a foul and a red card on Bailey on Salah seconds before Nunes scored.
Dan, it seems like you're a little bit butthurt behind this.
It seems like you had a little bit of research on this. It's kind of like,
it seems like you saw this and you started deep diving into this guy.
man, I know what you did on your Veterans Day today.
Dan's like, I don't like this guy. He's ruined Liverpool. Oh man, dude, be quiet, man. You're the best. You're the best team in the world right now.
Right now,
don't worry, bro.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. You good? I said, Knives says, David, I sent you a thing. It's a start of something. I think Knives.
What thing?
Let's go. I saw it pop up on my notifications.
Wait, what's going on? What's going on?
I just didn't want to say anything. I saw it pop up on the notifications, but I didn't want to.
What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Oh wait, it's a trade.
Just I said something early in the show.
Oh yeah, vetoed. Vetoed. Instantly vetoed.
Say that again.
You're cooked, buddy. Vetoed.
You're cooked, buddy. You're cooked, buddy. You're
done. You're washed. You're finished. It's finished.
Oh my gosh, the amount of bias is killing me.
It's not bias. It's corruption.
Hey, sorry. Yeah.
Hey man, like we said, people want to see somebody win.
You're right, and if that's the expense of something else,
it's gotta be me. No, I'm kidding.
Hey David, have you seen Arcane yet? No.
Oh my god, bro.
No.
Nice. When are you gonna learn?
It's gonna happen. I'm not saying
I even saw something about Arcane. Apparently, there's like another season coming out. Nice. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never watched the show though.
There is. I've seen it.
This guy is a capper. Yeah, this guy is a full-on capper, bro. Keep going.
Yeah. He said, tyrannical GM Eric Hyde. No, we don't want this stuff. We want fair.
Bro. Yeah, bro. But listen,
season 2 is gonna be lit. So there's another season.
We got a couple more. We got a couple more games.
I'm having fun right now, dude. This is great.
Yeah, we got a couple more games to go through, and then honestly, we could end it off after we go through these couple games.
Whatever. Just keep on going.
Shout out to all you guys that have been here, listening and commenting. Shout out to all y'all. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you share the show. Get the show out there, please. And let's bring more people in this community.
Eric,
bigger,
and make sure you right, Eric?
Of course, because if not,
Eric, like and subscribe.
Of course.
Like and follow. Like and subscribe, everybody.
Yo, make sure you like. You guys. Make sure y'all like. Oh my gosh, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and like and follow.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. But other than that, I just want to run through these games. David, honestly, if you want to stop on a game, you can stop on the game. If not, you can get quick synopsis. I'll just do the rundown for you, and you give your opinion. I'll go right after you. You know the deal. Yeah. But the Bengals lose to the Ravens on Thursday Night Football, 35-34. Bengals moved to 4-6. Ravens moved to 7-3. Thoughts on this?
That was a crazy game. That was a fun game and crazy. It was very entertaining to watch. And this is I wish that both these teams are. The Bengals can still make the playoffs. They still have a shot at making the wild card.
Can they?
Yeah, they're in 8th or 9th place right now. They're only, I think, a game behind the Broncos. Yeah. They're only a game behind the Broncos. They still have a shot, which is crazy to see how the start of the season went. But they are finding their form. Joe Burrow is playing phenomenal. And I feel like not a lot of people are giving him credit because of the record that they have. But overall, this matchup, whenever these two teams play, is always a fantastic, fun game to watch. But I think the Bengals made a mistake by going for 2 at the end because they had momentum going into the fourth quarter, especially after that touchdown. I think you could have seen that. Take your chances in overtime and maybe find your luck because they were kind of stopping the Ravens in some aspects of the game, and defense was holding up somewhat. I know the scoreline doesn't say that. But
the defense was holding.
I mean, if you look at the first 3 quarters, Ravens only scored 14 points.
Dude, I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't care what no one says. This Bengals defense has ruined this season for the offense, bro. This Bengals defense sucks. It freaking sucks, bro. Because the Bengals offensively have been if y'all don't, just to attest to it, right? Joe Burrow had 428 yards and threw 4 touchdowns.
Damn.
And they lost. Jamar Chase had 264 yards and 3 touchdowns, and they lost. How, bro? That's career games. That's a Jamar Chase career game right there. And they lost. I'm sorry, bro. That's just absolutely unacceptable. And to be honest, like it's crazy how they still have a chance to definitely still make the playoffs. I mean, you look at their season. They got the Chargers, Steelers, Cowboys, Titans,
They can
Browns,
easily take
Broncos.
this.
They can, but I don't know about easily though, because the Chargers, the way that
They're
the
beating.
Bengals are playing, we don't know if they're gonna beat the Chargers.
They're gonna beat the Chargers.
And
They're gonna beat the Steelers because they're home
they're
one
gonna.
game.
I
Beat
don't
the
know, bro.
Cowboys. They're gonna beat the Titans. They're gonna beat the Browns. They're gonna beat the. They're probably gonna lose the Steelers twice if I'm saying that much. So yeah, you're gonna get 2 losses.
I don't know, man. I feel like the Bengals have been very, very inconsistent, and there's not an offensive inconsistency. There's a defensive problem. That's why the whole team is inconsistent because stuff like this can't be happening. I also regret not watching this game because I was watching the score and I was like, "Is there a point in me staying up?" And I was like, "No." So I just went to bed, and then I woke up and I was like, "We won." I was like, "How?" But that's just me being a terrible fan, to be honest with you.
That was a fun game. It was a fun game.
Yeah, I just wanted my sleep. I was like, yo, if it's not worth it, I'm not hopping on. But what's it called? Next game we got Broncos versus Chiefs. Chiefs win 16-14.
They somehow pull it off, dude.
Yeah,
They're the only undefeated team this season that I don't think is the best team in this league.
See, there's moments like David was saying, it's when corruption in the sport does ruin the validity of the sport and like does ruin like the sport that you watch, you know? But it doesn't ruin it when it's kind of hidden well, you know? But this is bad. This is just bad, bro. Like the Broncos could have easily, not easily, but the Broncos could have won this game. The Chiefs that are currently 9-0 beat the Broncos that are 5-5 by 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like there's no way this team is 9-0 this far into the season. It just doesn't make any sense. It's annoying at this point, and honestly, there's no point. This is when it ruins the sport a little bit because I don't have to watch a Chiefs game to know that they're going to win a football game, no matter what. Like, and it's not because they're really good. It's just because I know there's going to be some cheese in that game. So there's no point in watching, getting upset and worked up for what? Just for them to lose? I mean,
listen. You know the media wants a Taylor Swift Super Bowl, right? They want to see that. It's gonna be good for the young girls that. It's gonna be good for the young girls that are trying to evolve into this NFL lifestyle.
Who cares? What the heck?
Yeah, right.
Who cares?
I know. Yeah. I get it. You get it. We all get it. Intercepted. Tua just threw an interception. Yeah,
sick. You saw 2 of them.
Don't tackle. He just tackled him. No.
Jesus, Tua, man. Next game.
You seen double. Oh, there's a flag.
Wait, what'd you think about the Broncos Chiefs game? Nothing to say, but like that's it.
It's funny when it shows you the corruption got leaked because one of the refs' mics was live, and Patrick Holmes said to the ref, "Like, can you at least warn me when they're gonna tackle me or they're gonna push me?" Something, paraphrasing it, and like the fact that he even said that, and he wasn't joking because he said it very seriously. The fact that he said that,
I think I could pull it up because I think it was sent in our group chat. In the other group chat. Hold on. Am I on the right account? Yeah.
No, I said F a Taylor Swift Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. So we want the Eminem show. I would love the Eminem show. That'd be great.
Listen.
Being crunched right there by Brandon Jones. New starter for the Broncos comes from the Dolphins. Gain of 2, flag thrown on the play.
Can you let me know when he gets that close?
What?
What is this? What kind of game? This is football. You're gonna tackle him.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man.
If that doesn't show you corruption, then I don't know what will.
Next game we had the Steelers just beat the Commanders 28-27.
That was a fun game.
Really good game of football. 2 good teams just going at it.
I think that'd be very entertaining going into the playoffs. I think this really doesn't decide anything for me. I think both teams are still amazing, but overall, it was a good game.
You know, I'm still sticking with the Steelers as my fraudulent pick. Don't get me wrong. But they are good. They're a good football team. There's nothing about it. And I think this is over all the players on the team. I think this is a test to how good of a coach Mike Tomlin is. Like, he can do anything with anything that you give him. Like he knows how to get results. And now that he has this team isn't even like on paper isn't even that amazing, and they're still getting it done. 7-2, man, on the season. And also shout out to the Commanders to honestly just fighting in this game. 7-3, they're still a good football team as well. Just two top teams in the league going at it. Really.
That's true.
But next game, you had Vikings versus Jaguars. Vikings squeak out a win 12-7. Jesus.
That was just a Mac Jones revival game. Mac Jones was kind of scaring me a little bit because he was actually playing good for some reason. No, never mind. He threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
I saw the first quarter and he had a touchdown. That's why. But after that,
we're with Trevor Lawrence right now.
He's faking an injury just so he doesn't have to play and continue his terrible season.
You
know how it is.
He basically quit.
Yeah.
He quit in the year.
That's how everyone to be like, I don't want to play anymore. They just say, I'm injured. It's very common nowadays.
Oh, man. Oh, wait. Why did Kyle just say GG? No. What just happened in fantasy? Hold on, guys. I have to put in a pause.
Kyron Williams just fumbled the football. That's why.
Oh. Yes. Kyle is, all right, I have to pause it really quick and go into this. Guys, I think we're witnessing history. I know we don't get to talk a lot about fantasy football on here, and hopefully we'll get to do it at the end of the episode. But Kyle Yotis is on the verge. This is the same person that came into the league and said, I'm going to make it look easy. I've won the last 3 years I've played fantasy. I've won my leagues. I'm going to make this league look easy and everything like that. And we
Daniel
told him.
Jones starting? Jesus.
We told him. We said, no, Kyle had Jaden Daniels.
I'm saying you had Daniel Jones starting.
Yes, because we let me explain. We told him, we said, yo, D&E Takeover is not as easy as it seems, right? To win this league is very tough. Kyle came into this week's matchup with a 70% chance of winning. Why? Because all of my players were on a bye. I had to scratch and claw to find players. Kyle is currently about to lose to me 109-90 right now. He had a 70% chance. I was missing players on lines of Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love, Geno Smith, JSN, and Kenneth Walker. I was missing all those players this week. My starting quarterback was Daniel Jones. Hold on. My dude, I had DJ Moore in my team, dropped 5.7 points. I'm still about to beat him. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. But I had to just stop it right there because that's absolutely insane for me.
It's still early. It's only the second quarter.
Nah, don't do that, David. Don't do that.
All right, I'm just saying. It's still early game. Sorry.
David, don't say that. Don't say that.
Never mind. You got it. Never mind. Go get him.
Yeah. There we go.
Go get him.
I just also want you to know that once you do get eliminated from playoff contention, I'm gonna talk about the underdog book. I'm just preparing you though. I'm just preparing you. Okay.
Me?
Yeah. Because like you know how I usually bring out the underdog book and always be like, oh, I'm the underdog. The moment you get eliminated, I'm gonna be like, what happened?
Is the season over?
No.
All right. Is that over until the fat lady sings? I don't see no fat lady. I see a bunch of fat guys.
She's knocking on your door though.
My door. I put some donuts on the neighbor's door. She'll go to the neighbor's door. Not on my door. We got vegetables. We got vegetables blocking.
No. Y'all got the elegantly crafty. That's what she smells.
Oh crap! No. Damn it. Turn it down. Stop it.
She smelled the cookies.
Damn.
Oh my god. No, but next game we had the Falcons lose to the Saints 20-17. David, you can go ahead.
Derek Carr got upset about Mike Thomas calling him out on Twitter that he had decided to have like a career game with the Saints. Nothing big.
I mean, career game
for him. 269 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's a good game.
Jeez, man. I missed the Derek Carr from the Raiders, man. That Carr,
wasn't that fun?
Devontae Adams combo was so good.
Wasn't that nice?
Like, he was dropping 400 yards. Like, he was going crazy.
Like it was.
That was it. Now he's just. I'm telling you, ever since he cried in front of the press, it's been a downfall since then. I'm sorry, man. The 49ers beat the Bucs 23-20. Just squeak it out.
That was a good game. Honestly, the Bucs are being underlooked because once they get Mike Evans back, this team's pretty good. saying.
Yeah, but now you're looking at a situation where you're 4-6 in the conference. You're sitting at where? Let's see. They're sitting in 12th in the conference in their own division. They're
Second.
in the division. I mean, they are second, but they're 2 games behind the Falcons. I don't know.
True.
It's not. It's you gotta pick it up. You have to pick it up real quick too, because like you don't want to leave it up to the conference. You don't want to leave it up to the wild cards positions. And I think they're a team that definitely should be looking to make the playoffs this year.
Mhm.
But shout out to the 49ers for trying to survive with whatever they have, because I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know where Christian McCaffrey is. His
He
ankle's
came back. This is his first game.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he came back this game.
What do you do? Let me see. Hold
Nothing
on.
crazy.
Okay. Oh wait, are the 49ers back? Question mark? Nah.
He only had 39 yards, but they're on a limited production with him.
Imagine the 49ers get into the playoffs and just turn up and ruin the Lions
They
season.
probably will because honestly,
oh my gosh.
Brock Purdy's loving it. That's for sure.
I tell you right now, Nas, you won't hear the end of it if the 49ers just randomly come out of nowhere and sock the Lions in the mouth. I mean, dude, that's gonna be bad, man. But the Bills beat the Colts 30-20. Expected. Yeah. Patriots beat the Bears 19-3. Goodness gracious. That is something. That's side of sore eyes. That is, yeah. That's
Yeah, 100%.
Oof. I don't even know. Again, another team that I don't really know what's going on. The Bears. I mean, I think they're just happy to be here. To be honest, I don't think anyone expected them to have 4 wins. So the fact that they do, and the Patriots, I don't even know what the Patriots are doing either. Just 2 weird teams. That gray area is so nasty to be in, man. And you got Titans versus Chargers, 27-17. We again, yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't see this till now. What the heck?
You're right. Dak's not playing no more, Eric.
34-6?
Dak's not playing.
No, we're not talking about the Jets no more. What?
Dak Prescott's not playing. It's okay.
Yo,
He got injured.
34-6?
They put in Cooper Rush, and then Trey Lance played, and he threw an interception.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This team is worse than the Jets. What?
Honestly, they are.
34-6?
Yes, they are.
In a divisional game,
Mm-hmm.
and they was home.
You know what's funny? You know what really put a bad taste in my mouth? Jerry Jones, what he said. CeeDee Lamb missed a touchdown pass because the sun was in his eyes because the stadium lights were just shining bright. Not stadium lights. The sun was shining bright in his eye because the way the stadium shifted, stadium set.
Mhm.
And someone asked Jerry Jones, like, do you think the sun in his eyes? Do you think he could have changed the direction of the stadium to make it better? He's like, what do you want me to do? Tear down this building and make another one? It's like, dude, no, that's not what he's saying. You're being a douche. Jerry Jones reminds me of that sore loser who's always so happy when his team's winning, but once he starts losing, he's just like, screw this, everyone sucks type of person. The old man mentality. Overall,
How old is he?
he's 90 freaking 10. I don't know. Whatever.
90.
95.
Oh,
Ni-
I didn't even know the game was on.
Jerry
Sorry.
Jones is 83 probably.
I'm about to look it up.
But basically, he's no, guys. 82. It's no, you look at it. Guess what, Jerry? Guess what? You make the stadium sideways to the sunset. You can't see him. He looks like Joe Biden from this blurry photo.
Wait. Oh, come
It's
on.
all right. It's all right.
David, can I see that picture? You just put it up.
I'll put it up for you. But people don't understand that Jerry Jones needs to understand. It's when you make a stadium, you make it horizontal to the sunset, so you don't get those sun beating into people's eyes in the red zone. You do it to the fans. It's literally science. It's literally what all the stadiums do for a reason.
They're 100% worse. They're 100% worse than the Jets. Look at this guy, bro. Oh my gosh. That would get me sick if I was a freaking Cowboys fan. This old man just doesn't want to take accountability for nothing, bro. Yo, man, 34-6. Yo, your team is garbage.
Butt cheeks.
You spent years choking, and now there's nothing left to choke. Yo, suck. No, play, bro. There's not even pause. It's true. What is an attachment to freaking who's that coach again? I'm bugging.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike
And you got
McCarthy.
Micah Parsons calling out Mike McCarthy saying that he can leave. It's just this whole team is discombobulated.
Mike McCarthy, I don't know what your attachment is to this coach. He cannot get it done, right? Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are not getting along. That's a problem. Mind you, you got
Sure.
Micah Parsons on the podcast. Basically, just don't give a damn about the season at all anymore. Like, dude, what
You
are we
know what he reminded me of?
doing?
He reminded me of Draymond Green, where he just like go back to podcasting instead of play.
Might as well. There's nothing to play for. Dude, 34-6. You know why I'm so amped up about this, guys? It's because I was, like I said, if you could go back in other episodes, I was on the bandwagon of like, yo, they usually do good in the regular season and then choke. So this might be the opposite time. They actually might not be that bad. Or they might eventually they're gonna pick it up somewhere. They're gonna find it somehow. Now Dak's
Nope.
not even playing. They've just given up. They're just giving up.
Dak,
Spell
in
the
his
team,
defense,
bro.
he's out with a hamstring injury, and he's probably out for the rest of the season. So
They're done. They're
Yeah.
done.
So
They're
it's
done.
over.
And you know what's worse?
I'm happy about it. Round of applause for that.
Yo,
Fantastic.
you know what's even worse? You're gonna lose players. You're gonna lose players.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose players that are pivotal to your franchise because you're in a better position than most franchises are in the NFL right now. Cough, cough. The Jets. Look at the freaking Panthers. Look at the oh my gosh. Look at the Titans. Look at these teams, bro. Look at the
You know what-
Colts right now. The Colts don't have a quarterback. Like, bro, you're in this good position and you're wasting it.
Yeah, you know what I'm missing right now? The ability to make fun of the Cowboys in the postseason. I'm really upset about that. They're taking that away
They
from us.
suck.
Yeah,
They freaking suck. Wow. Cowboys season is finished. At least I knew David already knew that, but like 3-6, they're not doing nothing. They're done.
they do
They're
nothing.
done. That's embarrassing,
They're gonna do the same amount as me and you sitting on the couch. when
man.
it comes to
But
the playoffs.
last game to go into, shout out Knives. Texans lose to the Lions 26-23.
Now that's a football
Um,
game. Now that's a freaking football game. That was fun.
Jared Goff had a terrible game.
I think he was like the first quarterback in NFL history to have 5+ interceptions and win the game. Something like that. There's some crazy
Oh
stat
my-
like that.
How?
Well, one of them was a Hail Mary. The other one was a tip pass. And then from there, it was just downhill because he was just like momentum was just shot.
How they even win the game? Dang, CJ.
Their defense, Brian Knives. I saw this. I know you're gonna love this. Brian Branch, Defensive Player of the Year? Question mark. The dude is a freaking ball. He's over every single play. He's playing fantastic. That's a round of applause for Brian Branch. He's just showing his true assets and his skills for this team. They are a great football team. They are a great football. And honestly, the scores be like, well, they almost lost to a Texans team. Texans are a great team. And not only that, we're really looking at it. This is a good test for them because they were winning games very comfortably. What happens when it comes down to crunch time? They're losing and they came back to win. I think this is fantastic for them.
I just don't like that 5 interceptions nonsense. That's not good. That's
Yeah, I mean, he had
that's
more
really bad.
interceptions in this game than he had all season, which is crazy.
That's also crazy. But you had to even it out. You had to bring them back down to earth. But I will say, the Lions are. When you get to a certain point, like even if the games are close, they're already deemed, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure somewhat universal opinion that they're the best team in the league. When you get to games, I don't think it matters how you're winning at a certain point. As long as you're winning and you're keeping the momentum going, it doesn't matter, bro. It's one of those moments where you might slip up this one game, but you still find ways to win. We've talked about this so many times on the podcast. Those teams are the great teams. The teams that when you come into office, when you come into work, and you have to perform, and you're not having one of your best days, can you still find a way to get it done? And that's what they did.
And they can.
So,
And they
and
can.
it's against a good team as well. So that's really good for them. On the other side of things, though, Texans are 6-4.
They look good
Thoughts
still.
on-
I mean,
thoughts on
they've
that?
had some
Thoughts on that?
injuries. They've had injuries. I'm not really putting past it. They're going to get Nico Collins back next week. That's when you're really going to start seeing this team go back to form. Not really worried about it.
6-4. They're still going to win the division though, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
That's why
Like,
they need to stay healthy for playoffs. That's literally what I'm looking at for this team.
so interesting to see, man. But that concludes our game analysis.
Damn, Eric. What the heck?
Sorry.
What was that?
Hold on. There we go. The game popped up on my screen. The Dolphins Rams game.
Gotcha.
But that concludes our analysis on the week 10 run by, or the week 10 analysis for NFL. Tune in on Wednesday. I was going back in time. Tune in on Wednesday to get the predictions for week 11. But before we get off here, David, I do actually go through the comments really quick, and then I do
Yeah,
want
we
to
got,
go.
we
I
got,
wanna
we
do
got
a
comments to go
fantasy.
through. Knife says the Chiefs are the correct amount of good, licky and corrupt to the possible three-peat, to possibly three-peat. The Lions are our only hope. Honestly, they might be.
I tell you
They
right
might be.
now, if the Chiefs, whoever is on the other side, I'm rooting for. If the Chiefs make it to Super Bowl, the Lions
agree
will
with you.
quickly become America's team.
You know, this was turning into another Golden State Warriors team back in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018.
Yeah,
It's like it
but
gets to a point where it's like, again, like we want you to lose, buddy.
the difference was like Golden State deserved it though. They don't
That's true.
deserve it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
they got Kevin
sorry.
Durant. They got everybody freaking
Yeah.
coming on that team.
They don't look at the Chiefs and be like, oh, like you know what I'm saying? Like the Warriors put fear in people just by their roster alone.
That's true. What are we up to? Knife says, oh, I lost it. Said, hey man, the Steelers told you so. Honestly, Knives, got to give you a round of applause for that.
For
the
real.
Steelers being this good, I didn't really think it was going to ride that long. And honestly, Mike Tomlin, he can lose out the rest of the season. He still has above 500 season record, or close to it.
Wait,
He needs to win one more
really?
game. I think he's got to win one more game, and he has his above 500 record.
Well, my phone's about to scream again because I'm about to put on the phone the game by accident. All right, here we go. Wait, no way. Is he actually? Let me see. Mike Tomlin. What are they? They're 7-2, right?
Yes.
So 18 week season. Math 9. They have 9 games left.
You got to win one more game to have 500 or more.
Wow, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But wait, no. Am I bugging? They're 7-2. They played 9 games. They have 9 games left.
No, they got to win 2 games. 2 games.
Yeah, win 2 games. Yeah.
I forgot you can't have a 8-8 record no more.
Yeah.
He said, so can we be done with the Vikings, please? You're fraudulent, and the 49ers need that playoff spot.
The Vikings are there, bro. They're gonna make the playoffs most likely.
And he said, and you had Mark Andrews outscored Kate Otten on your bench. Kyle, it must be embarrassing for you. This must be embarrassing for you, Kyle.
It's a bad day for Kyle, bro. It's a bad day for Kyle, man.
And then for Jalen's in the building, let's go on. Jalen said, yeah, 49ers. It's like when you say Voldemort, it just pops out. Like whenever you say 49ers, it's just like Jalen just pops out.
Oh my man, I can't. This 49ers. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Go ahead.
They're talking. Knives having lasagna. I love that. And then said, by the way, good games. By the way, good games this week. Okay, they're just talking. Good game. So the Lions are just a team that doesn't care. So what? We're down 16. We got 5 turnovers. We will not lose. That's the mentality, and it shows. How freaking talented this team just don't care. They just play.
For real.
But that's it. That's all I got.
What's the last one?
That was it.
No, there's one under there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Now it says Texans pull a Jaguars and blow the division.
Flacco, I think he
Flacco,
means.
yeah.
It says flaccid. That's insane. That's insane.
Flacco thinks the Colts in. Crazier things have happened. I don't think that's possible, though.
Nah, bro. I mean, Joe Flacco is like that, though. He's like that. But really quick, before we go off, I want to recap fantasy really quick. So right now, we have 7 people that can make the playoffs. As of right now, the playoff picture is set as this. Mario is the 1 seed. He has the bye right now. He's 8-1, best team in the league. Right now, it would be Jalen versus Kyle. I'm going to list it as higher seed and lower seed first, so you guys understand. Jalen's a 2, Kyle's a 7. Jalen's 7-2, Kyle's 4-5. And then you go to Sergio versus Mr. Motivations. Sergio 6-3, Mr. Motivations 5-4, 3 seed and 6 seed. And you got the 4 versus the 5. Carlos versus Bree. Carlos, they're both 5-4. So it's really, really, really close league right now. If you look at the people that are in the hunt, it would be the likes of me, who's also 4-5, right next to Kyle. The likes of Knives, who's also 4-5. And then I would put David in there as well, who's 3-6 under all of us. The 2 other guys in the league that are just having a nightmare, to be honest. Zach, the champ of last year is experiencing one of the biggest Super Bowl hangovers of all time. He's 2-7.
It's like the Rams last year or
For
2 years
real.
ago.
For real. And then Patrick, I don't even know what to say. He's 1-8. Can't catch a break, man. So that's that right now. But a lot is due to change to the playoff picture this week because your boys better beat Kyle 109-91. It's close. And then you got Bree, who
It's
is
still
about to be
91.
Yeah, he's still 90. I'm not rounding up. It's 91.28, but it's Kyron Williams have 1.3 points. Bree dominated David this week.
You know why?
136 to
Because
82.
Michael Pittman was scheduled to play, and then they called him out like the last hour, and I was at work, so I couldn't change it. And I saw that, and
David, I don't think it would have made a difference.
and also, she freaking had Jamar Chase 55 points. Of course,
yeah, man.
Right?
She cooked this week. Mr. Motivations beats Sergio, the guy that he was projected to verse in playoffs right now, 130 to 110. There's still a lot of game left, but it's most likely not going to happen. Patrick is set to beat Carlos as it stands. 187 to 82, literally a toilet bowl off. Jeez. He's got Raheem Mostert and the Rams defense, and Carlos has got Jalen Waddle. Still a very close game. Anything can happen realistically. Oh, and he's also got Tyreek Hill. Patrick should win this game, though. Which is good for him. We'll see what happens. And it's confirmed that Mario's beaten Zach 130 to 126. Zach's put up a fight, though. He's got Christian McCaffrey back, but it might be a little too late. Too late for him. And in the last game, Knives is looking. Yeah, he's most likely going to beat Jalen 112 to 102.
Whoa!
So a lot is changing around the league.
Oh,
I'll give you, if I gave you the projected standings right now, Mario's going to move to 9-1. Jalen's going to move to 7-3. Sergio's going to move to 6-4. Carlos is probably going to move to 5-5. Bree's going to move to 6-4, so she'll move up. This is crazy. Hold on. Knives is going to move to 6-4 probably, which means he's going to move up. Carlos is dropping down the line. Kyle's going to probably be 4-6. I'm probably going to be 5-5. Knives is going to be 5-5. David's going to be 3-7. Zach's going to be 2-8, and Patrick's going to be 2-8 as well. So a lot to play for in the D&E Takeover League right now. It's very tight, very close. The only person that's clear as day and probably will secure playoffs after this week, I think, is Mario.
Mario.
Being 9-1.
Fantastic.
After this week, we only have 4 games left.
Damn.
4 games of a lot to play for it. David, how are you feeling, David? Are you going to make playoffs? 3-7?
Can I be honest, you guys? And you guys can clown me all you want. Go ahead.
Oh, gosh. Go ahead and do the prediction that we set at the beginning of the year.
No. I'm going to be honest with you. The last 2 weeks, I haven't even noticed what's going on.
Oh, man, bro.
It's bad. School's kicking my butt right now. I got freaking do presentations before I got to pick a fantasy lineup.
You know, David, to be honest with you, you're living up to exactly what everyone said was going to happen.
I know, but, this is like a good reality check. This is where you wake up after. This is like...
Right? Let me paint the picture for you, yeah? Right now, it's looking like I'm going to be the 7th seed, right? I'm going to be like the guy you have to catch right now, right? I'm 5-5. You're 3-7. You're 2 games behind. You have 4 games left in the year. You basically your max level is 7-7. That's what we're looking at right now. So you have to win out. That's what we're looking at right now. David, are you gonna get it done? I'll
try my best. I mean, it's not really up to me because this is fantasy and it's up to my players if they want to play good or not. But overall, I will try to put them in the best position I can to get that victory. So,
man, I had to make some changes, man. And loving football is looking good now.
Kieran Williams caught a football for 10+ yards, so that's 2 points already.
Stop. Wait a minute. I need to win this week. Hold on. Wait. Stop. He's down. He's down 15, Kyle. There's no way Kieran drops freaking 20 points, right? There's no way Kyron drops 20
Kyron's averaging 17 on the season, so.
Nah, bro. Oh man. Okay. Well, with that being said, man, Dave, you could close this out, man. Unless we got comments or whatever it is, but
Nice says, "How am I winning while actively not trying?" I don't know. Nice,
because this is the D&E Takeover League, and the league is upside down.
yeah. And Matt said, "This is whoosh."
Oh my gosh.
He
Get out
said,
of here, bro.
"I'm not gonna try and see what happens." You have
I
not been trying.
I just want to win, bro. I just want to win. As of right now, as it stands, the only person that's going to be making playoffs that's won before is Mr. Motivations. So the chances
Damn.
of them being crowned a new champ, I don't think anyone's ever went back to back in D&E Takeover history yet.
I don't think so. It's
I'm trying
it's
to-
looking pretty dim.
Motivations is trying to get back on his high horse, man.
Yeah,
Trying to get back on it. He hasn't been on the top for 2 years.
I
He's
know.
back.
Damn, 2 years is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Without further ado, guys, this officially concludes episode 304 of D&E Takeover. We appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you guys. Round of applause for y'all. Thank you for the comments. If you guys haven't done already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share the show to everyone that you know. Without further ado, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys back on Wednesday. And yeah, I got to go finish physics homework. But without further ado, it's been your boy, David.
And it's been your boy, Eric.
And we are out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the love in the comments. See you next time. Peace.
Peace.